Welcome back. I am Zoe Flowers, and this is a pick a card about the rest of the year. What can we expect? What can you expect for the next 6 months? So, if you haven't done pick a cards before, I have 3 piles, and you just pick the card that resonates to you. So, for pile 1, we have this cute little kitty cat. For pile number 1, these were my mom's. I think we got these when we were in the Virgin Islands, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a little bit of my mom's energy today. This is pile number 2, the purple cat. And then pile 3, the little piggy. And then pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So we can just go ahead and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out. Lock in on which pile resonates with you the most. And I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Okay. So if you pick the green little cat, little gato verde, this is your pile. So the next 6 months. So I want to start off with what kind of magic is present. So we have our Making Magic deck. I'm not going to show all the decks, but it just happens to be right here. And so, I don't know, somebody might find that interesting. Love Charm. So this is actually a card of sigils, really. So this says attract a lover, soulmate, or life partner. So if that's something you're interested in, maybe take a screenshot. Take a screenshot and add it to your spell work if that's something that you do. Especially since we're still in the waxing moon energy for the next couple of days. Maybe doing a cute little love attraction spell. Not with a person in mind, please. Not with a person. Maybe making it more loving yourself, self-love, attraction, just all around bringing things in will be helpful. All right. But this is what's on deck for the next 6 months. Love that. We have the dark moon in reverse. So this is interesting because the dark moon comes it's the night before the full moon. So it's actually a day to manifest anything you desire. However, this deck is about cycles. And we have labia. So we have dark moon and we have labia as far as cycles. This deck does not read, they both came out reversed, but this deck doesn't read reversals. So here we go. Dark moon. So basically you can ask for anything you want on the dark moon. Now what I love here, oh shit. So this is the cycle you're in. The cycle where you can call in anything you want. And we have the snake here, and I have the snake on my finger. And we have the number 8, which is the infinity symbol, which is also a powerful spiritual symbol. Don't choke. Don't choke, Zoe. So, love charm, attraction, the cycle you're in, you can attract anything you desire. The mantra here is I am a creator being. The dark moon opens up the opportunity to explore a blank slate somewhere in your life. Within the darkness of the void, there is fertile ground for a seed to be planted. So what seed do you hope to plant right now? Before the moon can begin to grow anew, before an oak can sprout from an acorn, you must call forth the vision of each of these in their fullest expression. Now is the time for dreaming, a time to tap into your highest potential. All right? And there's a journal prompt. Where in my life am I ready to start anew? And then we have labia. And for me, this feels like rebirthing something new, but this also feels like pleasure. And so perhaps what's going to happen for the rest of the year, right? This energy here is looking like you can call in a lover that will meet your needs. What goddess energy can we tap into? Amaterasu. Beauty. This makes me think about that self-love ritual that I was talking about. So you'll see more beauty. That's what's coming for you in the next 6 months. Actively look for things that are beautiful. Again, self-love, beautifying rituals. We have carnelian. We have tiger's eye. And tiger's eye is all about creativity and courage and power and being optimistic. And so this resonates to Leo and the sun. And here we are in Leo season. It also resonates to Capricorn. So again, we come to Capricorn at the end of the year and the beginning of next year. So here we go. A gorgeous, brave stone, tiger's eye, motivates you to show up as your best self, dispelling any fear or doubt. So the next 6 months of the year, or I guess just the rest of the year, because it's August now, tapping into your ability to create whatever it is you desire. Because again, the dark moon already showed up and said, you're the creator. We can do it. The dark moon is made for manifesting. And so I think that the tiger's eye is showing up so that you have the courage to actually go for your dreams and create this beautiful new existence. All right. So it's time to take action towards love. Love is in need of love today. The song for me, that Stevie Wonder song, could be a great song to play on repeat to remind yourself that even though things are going on in the world, love is still possible. But there needs to be action towards that love. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So we have butterfly, relationship evolving to the next stage, healing the inner child. So here we are in Leo season. Leo season is all about the inner child. So from now to the rest of the year, this is really about you transforming into this beautiful creature, this courageous creature, this butterfly that, just like the snake, what do the snake and the butterfly have in common? They both have to shed their original form in order to create something beautiful. Now we do have mask in reverse. This was in reverse. And so I really feel like, because this is about not showing the world your real self. So this is your invitation to show the world the real you. Act like nobody's paying attention. And even if they are, who cares? I focused on you instead of my pain. So again, looking for the beauty, okay? Looking for the beauty, looking for the love, focusing on your transition, focusing on your transformation, okay? Instead of the pain and things like that that's happening in the world. Focus on yourself. And letting anything that's keeping you down, anything that's keeping you in an old energy, you want to go ahead and release it. But again, release it with love, okay? Snow moon again. So I'm in the Northeast. So yeah, by the end of the year, You know, we might have some snow on the ground. And so this is talking about purity. So this is a card of cleansing, cleansing and clearing, and clearing and cleansing. And so again, releasing things. I'm happy that's over. Release things happily in the name of beauty. Focusing on yourself, stripping away heavy energy, negative energies, and things like that. And then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is about being stuck in the past. So this is the thing right here that will trip you up. Okay? This is the thing right here that will trip you up, is staying stuck in the past. So you want to step into your own independence and really grow yourself all the way up. Yeah, that's what I have. Okay? If this resonates, maybe put a cat, a green cat. I don't know if you can put a green cat, but put a cat in the chat if you made it this far. All right. I will see you soon. And now we're going to move on to pile 2. Okay, if you picked the purple cat, this is pile 2. So pile 2, oh, okay, all right. So I wanted to see what magical sigil, what magical energy you can tap into from now until the end of the year. So we have the triple moon, embracing all aspects of yourself, the divine and the earthly. So this particular image, if you want to use sigils, if you're a person who works with sigils, could be amazing for you. If you're doing candle magic, maybe carving this into your candle. I don't know if you want to take a screenshot, but people are pretty familiar with this triple moon. Yeah, you can carve this into your spell work to remind yourself to embrace all aspects of yourself. Okay. What cycle is sort of governing you or around you? Okay, so we have conception, concepcion. Getting pregnant with a new idea. Now you could really, this could be literal, okay? You could be conceiving, all right? You could be planning to conceive. If you're planning to conceive, this is your confirmation, I guess. But if you're not, this could just be like, again, you're in the process of birthing. Well, not even birthing. You're in the process of like creating something that is yet to be birthed into the world. So I love that, because once you embrace all aspects of yourself, then this idea that you're brewing can be conceived. And it feels like a miracle, especially if it's like, a baby that you're trying to cook. Okay. So yeah, there's miracles surrounding you between now and the end of the year. There does need to be some sort of balance. And so what this feels like to me, oh, look, there's the moon. So maybe balancing out, working with the full moon and the new moon, but this also feels like balancing your life out to make sure that you have time to create, that you put your time in, the time that's needed to bring this thing into the world. Okay? That you have time for the miracle that you're wanting to bring into the world. So we have the Sphinx here as a challenge. And that challenge is coming right after balance. Like maybe you have a heavy schedule. Maybe you have a lot going on. Maybe you have little ones already, right? There's some sort of challenge here to this magic that's around you. And so the crystal here I have is ametrine, and this is about being intuitive and energetic, and it says a combination of amethyst and citrine. Ametrine opens the pathway between the physical and the spiritual realm. With a sunny disposition, this stone can alleviate stress during challenging life transitions. with the ability to go beyond the surface. Ametrine brings the shadowy parts of us to light, healing deep wounds and trauma by confronting them directly. Ametrine encourages you to hop in the driver's seat and take control of your life, aiding in discernment and clarity. Ametrine gives you the confidence to take the lead. So this resonates with Libra, which is in the fall, so that's towards the end of the year, and then Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto. All right, so if you work with any of those planets, perhaps there's a ritual that you can enact with Jupiter, Neptune, and Pluto to help you overcome this challenge, and maybe getting yourself some Ametrine if that is feasible for you. Now we have Paradise, happiness, expansion, which is Jupiter, playfulness, oneness, and enjoying each other. So even though there is this challenge, there's also paradise here, and I feel like that's life in general, right? That's like literally just life. You are not part of my plan. This, again, this harkens back to me to the card about balance, okay? It's because things may crop up that need to be addressed. And instead of pretending that we don't care, or if we engage in like procrastinating, like I'll just ignore it, whatever, that is actually not a great idea with this 10 of Swords coming behind it, okay? Now, the 10 of Swords is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. Now, what could be happening is you could be getting messages that there needs to be some sort of transition, there needs to be some sort of change, and you're resisting it as well. But the 10 of Swords is the end of the cycle and the beginning of something new. So again, whatever it is, procrastination is not going to be the move. Of course, Swords has to do with ideas and thoughts. It also has to do with air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And look, we have the Knight of Swords here coming behind this. Now, this could also be, if this is in the recent past, if there's backstabbing, if there's been arguments and things like that, coming to an end. And then here comes the Knight. The messenger that things are about to change. Things are about to change. And again, I don't know which way to go. I've been doing this for so long. I've had partners that were not great, 2 of Cups for so long. I don't know if I can trust what's next. I don't know. I've gotten so close before and everything was destroyed. Wow. Spirit is saying persevere. The motivation to keep going despite the odds. One affirmation that I like to say is just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean it won't happen. And what's ahead of me is better than what's behind me. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Pile number 3, let's get it. All right, if you chose the purple piggy, this is pile number 3, and this is for you. So what kind of magic is around you? What kind of magic? Oh, wow, here comes the sun. Do-do-do-do. The golden energy of the sun brings love, brings fame and fortune. Okay. Wow. And here we are in Leo season, which, you know, Leo rules the sun. So we have waxing crescent moon. So of course the moon is also in its waxing phase. The golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune, and we have the waxing moon. Perhaps there's some sort of creative endeavor or some kind of idea that needs to come to the forefront. Now is the time to get it popping. All right. If you make stuff, now is the time to set up the store. Illumination. If you don't know what that thing is yet, it will be illuminated. If you do know what that thing is and you go ahead and you jump in and you create it, the universe will illuminate that for you. It will bring the right people. I'm in the right place, meeting the right people at the right time, right? It's a nice affirmation. I'm in the right place, and I'm at the perfect place, the perfect time, meeting the perfect people that will help me to get to where I want to go or where I need to go. All right. You could even do some sort of, like, obviously sun salutations and even visualizations with the sun, where you actually maybe envision the sun shining or illuminating you, illuminating your YouTube channel or your Instagram or your TikTok. If you're a content creator and you want to grow your following, work with the sun. Maybe create a Sunday ritual, as the sun rules Sunday, okay? And don't forget to practice gratitude. If gratitude is not your thing, make it your thing. 3 things you're grateful for before you go to bed, write it down. Sorry. Excuse me. Okay. We have Bladel Wed. I always say Bloodwood for some reason. Betrayal. If you have experienced betrayal in the past, maybe this is making you, and maybe that's why this waxing crescent moon was in reverse. Maybe you're afraid of illuminating yourself or your ideas because you're afraid that people will take your ideas, because maybe that's happened before. If that's true, we have Chrysocolla, which I love, which is a card of cleansing. It's a card of earth and unconditional love. So if your ideas have been stolen or something like that, you could always use the affirmation, there is no loss in the divine mind. There's no loss in the divine mind. Anything that was taken from me will return tenfold, fivefold, threefold, something like that. Anything that's been stolen from me returns to me multiplied now. All right, get yourself some Chrysocolla. This is also a card of unconditional love. So if something has happened where you've been betrayed, okay, this Chrysocolla can help if you're stressed, if you're having burnout. It can also help you get perspective. So maybe you need to put things in perspective. Another helpful crystal is pink fluorite, which is about guidance, ease, and comfort. You know what, too? Maybe there is a fear of being illuminated, a fear of being seen. So maybe working with pink fluorite to help you detach from outcomes. And maybe, an affirmation is like, my manifestations come to me on a calm sea, right? A lot of these affirmations are from Florence Scovel Shinn, FYI. All right, so we have date here. So somebody wants to meet you. Somebody might be checking out your social media. Get out there. This is a card of getting out and meeting new people and going out on dates. And again, especially if you've had betrayal, it's time to get out there. Wow, yeah. This betrayal energy is harsh, okay? So somebody may have lied to you. Look at this. I lied to you. I forgive you. Forgive and let it go. Forgive and let it go. The disappointment, 9 of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups, the insecurity, the childishness, 3 of Cups in reverse, the anything but a celebration. You always feeling like you have to stand your ground. this keeping you up at night, okay? The Ace of Wands is coming. All right? A new passion, a new energy, a new creative spark. So go ahead and do your cleansing, spiritual baths and all of that stuff, so that you can get your power back, so that you can get your creativity back, so that you can get your vitality back. Because the thing about betrayal is it can wear us out and it can make us afraid. But Spirit is saying, do not fear. Do not fear. There is no loss in the divine mind. Anything that was stolen returns to me now in grace and in perfect ways. All right. If you made it this far, put a 3 in the chat and I will see you soon. Bye.